Hello students, welcome to Dipti Bridgewell School Digital Classroom. Hope you all are good and fine, and please abide by the rules and regulation by our government, that is stay home and stay safe. So student, today we are learning here science of class 5. So students, let's begin with the chapter. So our chapter name is Reproduction in Plants and chapter 2. In this chapter, first question arises in our mind, that is, what is reproduction? All living things have limited lifespan and die sooner or later. So they produce young ones like themselves during their lifetime so that their species may not die out. This process is called reproduction. So all living things like human beings, plants are reproduce their young ones because their species may not die out. Reproduce in a number of ways. First, plant reproduce by seed. That means most plants grow from seeds. The seeds grow into seedling and seedling grow into new plants. So most of the plant reproduce by their seeds. Second, some plants multiply with the help of their roots, stems, leaves, etc. Such plants can grow without producing seed. New plants can grow from the pieces of the stem. These pieces are known as stem cutting and have burrs on them. Each burrs grow into new plant. Examples of such plants are potato, sugarcane, rose, ginger, etc. A cutting of sugarcane plant growing into a new plant. So that means without seed, plant can grow with their roots, stem, etc. Suppose if you are a cutting stem planted into a soil, you can see after some times the plant growing into a new plant, like a cutting of sugarcane plant growing into a new plant. So you can understand what is reproduction. So our next topic is germination of seed. How seed germinate? Look at the figure number B. When a seed is sown into moist soil, it begins to grow. This is called germination. So what is germination? When a seed grows into a new plant, this is called germination. It occurs in following step. First, the seed coat splits. After that, a teeny root grows downward and shoot grows upward. After that, this produces seedling from a plant which ultimately grows into a new plant. And after some times, the plant bears flowers, fruits, okay, and the fruits have seed into them. So you can understand what is germination. This full process is called germination, the process of seed to a new plant. Okay, so next our topic is parts of flower. We all know flowers are most beautiful gifts from nature. A flower has 4 main parts. Look at the picture. Flower has 4 main parts, that is sepal, petal, stamen and pistil. That is sepal, that is petal, that is pistil and that is stamens. Now discuss each of the parts. First, sepal. This one. This part is called sepals. This is green color, but I don't have any green color pen, so that's why I can't draw with the green pen. Okay, so before flower blooms, it is the green bud. The sepals are leaf-like structure that protect the flower inside. Once the flower blooms, the sepal can be seen as its base as the outermost part of the flower. So when the flower is not bloomed, that time sepal protects the flower. Okay, and it's structured like a green leaf. And when the flower blooms, it can be seen at the base of the flower. Okay, so our next is petals. This part, this full area is called petals. So petals are brightly colored and attractive structure next to the sepal. After sepal, look, there is a petal. Okay, and this is most brightly colored, and it attracts the butterfly, bees, and other insects. Petals help in attracting bees and butterfly to the flower. So petal helps to attract bees and butterflies. And the next part is stamens. What is stamen? Stamens are long stalk around the center of the flower. This part is called stamen. Okay. These are the male parts of the flower. So this part is a male part of the flower. On the tip of the stalks are very small powdery things. This is called pollen grains. That means this is called pollen grains. And stamen is a male part of the flower. And the last part is pistil. Pistil is the female part. This part. This part is called pistil. And pistil is the innermost part of the flower as its center. This is the female part of the flower. Okay, and pollen grains, and being the small and light, get carried by the wind. Now we say how pollination occurs. Pollination occurs when the pollen meet the pistil, then the pollination occurs. This is pollen grains. Okay, when it is made to the pistil, that means this part, this and this parts when mates, then the pollination occurs, and as a result fruit is born. Next is dispersal of seed. Plants have adapted and found ways to ensure that their seeds travel and move away from each other. This process of seed being spread over the large area is called dispersal of seeds. In nature, dispersal of seeds is achieved by various manners. First is dispersal by winds, dispersal by water, and dispersal by animals. These three are agents of dispersal of seeds. These three of the agents like wind, water, and animals carried the light seed far away from the mother plant. Wind carries light seed far away from the mother plant like cotton. Water. Some plants grow near water bodies. The seeds of coconut trees have the fibrous cover that helps them to float on waters. And when animals and humans eat fruits, they often throw away the inedible seed. And these seeds fall on the soil, they germinate to produce new plants. That's why these three are called agent of dispersal. Agents of seed dispersal. And our last topic is agriculture. What is agriculture? Growing useful plants over a large area mainly for feeding many peoples is known as agriculture. The plants grown by a farmer in his land in the particular season is called crop. So that means when crop grown by a farmer over the large area for the feeding peoples, this is called agriculture. Different plants grows in different kinds of soil in different seasons. The crops may be food crops, fibers or oil seeds. So all the crops are not grown in the same season, same soil. They are different and they are grown in different times and different soil. So in our country, kharif crops like rice and maize are grown between June and October. The monsoon rain provide these crops with all over water they need. And the rabi crops like wheat, beans, pulses are grown in winter from November to April. So we can say in our country there are two different types of crops, like one is kharif crops and another is rabi crops. And the kharif crops grown in summer season and rabi crops grown in winter season. So rice and maize are kharif crops and wheat, beans and pulses are rabi crops. Okay, so this is it for the chapter. Learn properly all the worksheet as given to you. Learn and read the chapter. Hope you all have understood. If you have any queries, please ask to your class teacher. In my next video, I will explain the next chapter. So be safe and be at home. Thank you.